A family huddles in a cellar while bombers pass over Bavaria. The door opens. A man climbs in and mutters about swine coming back again. Nobody agrees on who he meant, and the brothers never speak again. But their grudge would split a town in half and decide the 1954 World Cup final. So which brother won? The muttering man was adidas, yet long before that air raid, he was cutting leather beside his brother at the same bench. But both wanted the same crown, and their one factory in Herzogenaurach could not be split. Adi was the craftsman, obsessed with grip, yet Rudy, the salesman, could talk a boot onto any foot. But that balance was a fuse. Then Hitler staged an Olympics for his master race. By the family's telling, the craftsman slipped his spikes onto the sprinter Jesse Owens. Yet Owens won 4 golds at Hitler's own games, some say in spikes from a village nobody had heard of. Then World War II broke them, but both had already joined the Nazi party, though not the same way. Adi, the pragmatist, mainly wanted the best athletes in his shoes and worked with the regime to get them. But Rudy, by most accounts, was the truer believer. Their factory made boots, then weapons. The most told story is that cellar, and the family below was Rudy's. Then came the swine line. Adi blamed the bombers, but Rudy was sure he meant him. Others blamed the wives, or Rudy's wartime draft. Then the Americans came hunting former Nazis, and each brother painted the other as the bigger one. Rudy was jailed, certain Adi had informed on him. The betrayal ran both ways, and the trust was gone for good. In 1948, they ended the partnership. They divided the company, the workers, even the machines. Rudy crossed the river Orak to a factory on the opposite bank and named his firm Puma. Adi kept the original works and named his adidas. They called it the town of bent necks. People checked your shoes before they spoke to you. Yet neither brother would leave. But the town was too small to hold their war, and one brother needed a stage the other could not reach. After the war, Germany itself was split in two, into East and West. And it was West Germany that reached the 1954 World Cup in Switzerland, one of the first shown live. Whoever got their boots on that West German team would be seen by millions at once. The choice belonged to the West German coach, Sepp Herberger. He asked Puma to pay to put its boots on the team, but he and Rudy could not get along, and Rudy refused, even insulting him to his face. So Herberger crossed to Adi, whose boots he already trusted, and Adi paid gladly to dress the team. Adi Adidas had the team. He did not yet have a win. Then the tournament began as a disaster. West Germany was grouped against Hungary, a team so feared the press called it the Golden Team. Led by Ferenc Puskás, the best player on earth, Hungary destroyed West Germany, 8-3. But the rout was a trap. Herberger had rested his best players, and losing did not even mean going home. Yet second place still put them through, and the only rematch with Hungary would be the final itself. Across the river, Rudy watched the team he had refused to dress climb all the way there, to a Hungary unbeaten now in 31 straight matches. Inside Adi's boots, the studs under the sole were not fixed. A player could unscrew them and screw in longer ones, for the one thing no opponent could plan around, the weather. In mud, longer studs kept your footing. And the rain was coming. On the 4th of July, 1954, in the final, the rain turned Wankdorf Stadium in Bern into a swamp. Hungary scored twice inside 8 minutes. West Germany clawed level. Then at halftime, Adi Dassler had every German player screw in the longer studs. But in the second half, the studs bit. The Hungarians slid. The Germans held their footing. And 6 minutes from the end, Helmut Rahn blasted the winning goal through the mud. West Germany had beaten the unbeatable Golden Team, 3-2. They still call it Das Wunder von Bern, the miracle of Bern, and the boots got much of the credit. They had beaten the team of Ferenc Puskás, a player so revered that FIFA still names its best goal award after him. So which brother won? Adi did. Rudy was the salesman, the brother everyone would have bet on to win a marketing war. Yet it was Adi, the quiet craftsman, who won the biggest marketing prize in sport, because by many accounts, Puma already made boots with those same swappable studs. The secret was never the studs. It was owning the stage. Adi had paid for the one pitch the world was watching, then won it in the mud. Rudy had refused that bill, and it cost him the rivalry, not the company, which survived and grew. But from that day, Rudy chased Adidas from behind for the rest of his life. Adi had won Bayern. But 16 years later, Rudy got his revenge from the greatest player alive. At the 1970 World Cup, the two brands had a quiet pact. Neither would sign Pele because a bidding war would bleed them both. Then Puma found the loophole. The pact banned signing Pele, so it never signed him. It paid him about $120,000, close to $1 million in today's money, for a single stunt. Just before Brazil's quarterfinal against Peru, Pele asked the referee to wait, knelt, and tied his Puma boots, freezing the world cameras on the brand. Brazil won the tournament, and once again the war was won not on the field, but over whose boots the world would see. But what did all those trophies actually buy the brothers? Nothing back. Adi got Bayern. He never got his brother. They were buried at opposite ends of the same cemetery, the grudge outliving them both. One split factory grew into two of the biggest sportswear brands on earth, worth roughly $34 billion a year between them. And Adidas never let go of the stage. Since 1970, Adidas has made the official ball of every World Cup, until the brand fused with the tournament itself. Puma spent the decades chasing its boots on Pele, Maradona, and Johan Cruyff, who once played in a shirt with only 2 stripes to hide his own team's Adidas third. Yet both still sit on opposite banks of that same narrow river in Herzogenaurach, the way the brothers left them. The feud did finally soften. More than 60 years on, staff from both firms played a friendly football match, the first public peace across the river. Neither brother lived to see it. The fight that built 2 empires cost the Dasslers each other for life. What are you winning right now that is quietly costing you something you can never buy back? Everyone remembers the empire. Almost nobody remembers the move that built it. That's the story you'll find here, one every single week. So go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one.